Welcome back to LPB Racing, everyone. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And this is the LPB Mazda MX5 Touring Trophy. Round 2, Race 3 comes to you from our tarmac beach, as we call Dragon Trail Seaside. It's going to be some epic racing, guys. Hi everyone, and welcome back to LPB Racing for the LPB Mazda MX5 Touring Trophy here on GTSPORT. This is round 2, race 3 from Dragon Trail Seaside now, so the faster version of Dragon Trail. Let's take you through the grid then for race 3 here. So Will is on pole position because it is reverse grid of the championship standings. So Will on pole with Twerdy in second place at his home race, with Stealth in third, with Firepower is in fourth, with Scott fifth. TY is sixth on the grid, with From Woo Woo in seventh. Unforgiven is in eighth. Remember, he's on the weight penalties now, so he's got 20 kilos weight on. 40 kilos weight for Nifty Dot Ninja in ninth, with 60 kilos on Pasha's car in 10th. 80 kilos on Bidster's car, and then Neil on the 100 kilos in 12th. So let's crack on then with the race here then. Everyone bouncing the car off the rev limiter here to try and get the maximum power out of the car. Lights on the bridge there as we get ready for lights out here at Dragon Trail. And Will gets a jump start. He just goes a little bit too early, and then he gets a jump start penalty, and has to probably slows him down for a little bit. Everyone else gets away well, so Twerdy then into the lead towards turn 1. Stealth's got the whole pack behind him. We've got Scott, Firepower and TY all three wide on the inside there. Now we've all got to fit into this first chicane down here. Under braking, we're on the inside. Little tap to Firepower, and then that hits his teammate. Firepower says, no you don't, Sunshine, gives him a little taste of his own medicine. And now Will, after the bad start with the contact, back up to third place. But Twerdy and Scott have pulled away. Now everyone else into the sort of the Degners, like Dorak and Suzuka, and into the right-hander. Firepower on the inside of Woo Woo, not wanting to let that place go, but loses momentum and then comes back online, shoves Nifty onto the grass. Come on, Firepower, mirrors are there for a reason. As we go down the hill into the left-hander. Firepower on the outside line, and TY and Stealth side by side up the hill as well. TY over the curve, got to be careful not to go on two wheels here. Very close racing indeed as we go up over the top of the hill. Will still right behind, Woo Woo further up. Back to the leaders, Twerdy and Scott down into the hairpin. Scott going for the inside, going for the lead of the race, side by side for the leaders. Everyone else now diving into the chicane, and Bidster's over the curb and spins in front of the pack. Oh dear, that's not good. Bidster, that's not like Bidster to do that, but Bids gets a bit messed up there, and I don't know whether other things contributed to that, but we'll find out later on. But the moral of the story is Bidster down to last place as Stealth passes Unforgiven in the chicane, and Unforgiven now going for the cutback, and now Neil thinking, there's room in the middle for another one. There's got to be room for another one here. And TY watching everything that they're doing. Down to the last hairpin. Unforgiven defending the inside line with Stealth on the outside. Now could Neil sneak through the inside? He gets a little tap to the Sonic Racing Team car and loses himself momentum in the Mazda car and goes down to 11th with Bidster trying to catch up. So at the end of lap 1 then, Twerdy is your leader from Scott in second place, all over the curve and all over the back of Twerdy's car. Can Twerdy get a win on home ground? The Croatian driver at the Croatian track. I know it's a made-up track, but still, at least it gives him a home race as Scott goes around the outside of him for the lead of the race as Twerdy makes a mistake in turn 1 there. Woo Woo third, Will fourth with Firepower attacking on the inside. Brilliant stuff from Firepower here. Brilliant to see him getting the elbows out, and just shows you that these Mazdas really do provide a level playing field. With Will having to defend, trying to defend from Nifty, but Nifty's already making sure that Mazda is well and truly placed at the inside, but to no avail as Will gets ahead. And Pash now on the back of these lot. Not really seen much of Pash in this race so far, not only on lap 2, but the first lap I think he was trying to keep his nose clean, and now he's on the attack as Nifty tries to attack Will. Pash might be able to attack both here, depends on if he's going to be brave or stupid. There's a fine line between them both, but he decides to be sensible and keep back as Will and Nifty go into the hairpin together, and they're still side by side on the way out. Little tap to make good friends, and still side by side into the chicane. Will should have the line for the inside and keep the place into the corner, but Nifty says, oh no, I'm going to try and keep alongside, but no, Nifty has to fold in because there's only one car at a time through the chicane. It's very, very hard to go too wide through there. Meanwhile, further up front, we've got Woo Woo on the lead pack now. Twerdy and Scott still battling for the lead, with Twerdy on the outside, Scott on the inside, the two independents there. As we go up the hill, and Woo Woo among them as well in the Sonic Racing Team car. Right behind them now, almost going 3 wide over the start-finish line. In fact, now we are 3 wide, down towards turn 1. There's a little kink and then into turn 2. This is incredible. 3 wide, Woo Woo on the outside, Scott in the middle of a sandwich, and into the corner. Twerdy's going to get it. Woo Woo has to fold, and Scott goes through. Woo Woo to second with a good run out the corner. Can he get alongside for the first egg? No, I don't think he can. No, he has to go to the outside. Scott holds on. And brilliant racing this by everyone. Ultra clean, ultra brilliant. And then Woo Woo to the inside, dives down the inside of Scott. Scott trying to squeeze him, not making it easy for the Sonic Racing Team driver, and holds position. Classic defending there from Scott. Epically done. And there's Firepower in 4th. He's catching this bunch now. Could Firepower be on for a win here? This is incredible. And Nifty in 5th, Pash 6th, and then we've got Will 7th on his own a little bit there. And then we've got Neil and Unforgiven 8th and 9th, TY 10th, Stealth 11th. So there's yeah, they've all spread out a little bit there further back, and Bids still at the back of the pack with the weight on. Not a good race for Bids. But the main battle is the battle for the lead. Scott and Woo Woo and Twerdy all very close together. Woo Woo trying to put an extra Mazda badge on the back of Scott's car as we go into the chicane over the curb. Scott goes wide. Woo Woo gets on the inside curb and gets a fantastic run, but so does Twerdy. And again we go 3 wide. These boys love 3 wide. Oh, Twerdy's now being sandwiched. Well and truly with the filling in that sandwich. But he gets on the outside line now. And the outside line is not a bad place to be here, because you can get a good run out the corner, as Twerdy proves my point perfectly there with a brilliant move around the outside. Holds the lead for now, but this is only lap 3, and we're about to start lap 4 of 8, and we've already seen 3 wide probably 3 or 4 times plus. Incredible. Twerdy this time holding the defence. Scott looking to dive down the inside of both of them, but hits the brakes early, doesn't want to cause an incident if he can, as Twerdy goes in a bit deep. As Firepower did the same in the background as well, lighting up the rear tyres with a bit of smoke as we go into the corner. And Woo Woo now trying to keep alongside Scott to hold second place. Scott challenging around the outside, and the outside line into the next danger, and just squeezes in front of Woo Woo's car into the apex. And Woo Woo probably think Woo Woo had to lift out of that, and Firepower is now catching these bunch to make it 4 for the lead here. Firepower fired up, and brilliant to see a good drive from him in this season. He's had a decent season so far, not too bad, but he still needs to improve on positions, and he's doing very well in this one, so we'll keep his fingers crossed for Firepower. As Woo Woo now looking to have another go at Scott down to the hairpin. Looks like Scott's just got this defence under control now, as Twerdy makes a little mistake into the corner, just overcorrects the front end, back end slides, and that loses momentum. And Woo Woo side by side now with Scott through the chicane bit. They can't do side by side through here. Don't try it. Oh my word! When you get the commentator scared, that's when the racing gets real. But everyone holding on to the positions as they were. Pash trying to close up in the background to this group, trying to bring Nifty with him, but Twerdy goes wide on the exit of the last corner. That's going to lose momentum. He had to lift, and into this straight line we go. Scott's going to have a good run here. Pulls out to overtake, goes to the inside for turn 1, but it'll be the outside for turn 2. Again, it's the trade-off. Which one do you go for? But Scott, has he got it through yet? No, Woo Woo's now on the outside line. Twerdy can't go over and reset to his line because Woo Woo's there, and he finds out the hard way as Woo Woo says, "Hello, I'm there." Bang, there you go. And but we're all good. Firepower now officially in this battle, looking to try and pass Twerdy, moving left and right, trying to put the pressure on. Woo Woo now challenging Scott for the lead on the inside line into the right-hander over the curb. Everyone slows up on the apex. Incredible. 4 for the lead now. Scott still holding on, defending for his life now. And now he's got the 3 musketeers behind him. And Twerdy now a little twitch on the inside. Woo Woo goes hold to the outside line, gets through. But Scott should have momentum for not having to switch line. And up the hill we go. Scott pulls out a little lead, and biggest gap we've seen so far at the front. Meanwhile, Pash and Nifty are now wanting to join in this battle. There's Will. Further back then we've got Unforgiven and Neil still having a nice battle, with Unforgiven in 8th, Neil in 9th, and then we've got TY 10th, Bidston now ahead of Stealth in 11th, with Stealth now down to 12th. Back to the lead as we go. And it is almost officially a 6-car battle for the lead as Pash and Nifty catch up as the front lot are battling. They're holding each other up, but it's brilliant for us to watch and fantastic entertainment for you guys. If you guys are not liking and subscribing to this, you don't know what real racing is Woo Woo. Well, doesn't really know what real racing is because he just gives a little tap to Scott. Bang! Have that, and Scott says, right, okay, let's get him back on the inside. And maybe dish out a bit on the exit, maybe, but no, not quite. Woo Woo does a good job to hold on, but a little bit of contact as we go into the corner. I think both cars were trying to go for each other's lines there. And now Twerdy making more contact. I think cars are wanting to try and get the draft off the next car, and they're all trying to fight for the same space. There's Scott and Woo Woo, more contact as we go to the inside line now. And oh, Twerdy hits Woo Woo, then hits Scott, and they all slide, and Scott goes off. Bang, gets hit. Woo Woo now waiting for him. I think he feels guilty with that one, and he's waiting for him. Pash, meanwhile, where did he come from? Pash and Nifty get the present of a lifetime. Second place for Pash, no, second place for Nifty. As we go into the right-hander side by side now, Pash holds on. Twerdy then now needs to run away while he can, but he's not going to be able to because Pash and Nifty were in the right place at the right time. But the race came to them, and unfortunately Woo Woo and Scott went down the order, and Woo Woo now letting Scott go through after that little mistake that both cars made there, and Woo Woo doing the honourable thing. So well done to Woo Woo, and unlucky for Scott being caught up in that. So leaders now, Twerdy in the lead, Pash looking for a way through on the inside now. Pash not messing about here. Wanting to try, he's trying to keep a really tight inside line for the next chicane, because then he can hopefully get right of way, but no, pulls into the draft. No way through yet for the only Fool's car, the 4 wheels on his 3-wheeled wagon. As we go out the corner, pushing the wall on the way out. Patch there, got to be careful not to push too much of the wall, so it can make you lose momentum. And momentum is the key in these cars as Pash now goes for the inside line, and no, Twerdy says no you don't, not yet, and gets a good line out of the corner as well. Firepower still hanging in there, still after all that happened he was 4th, and now he still is 4th. So 4th is the place to be if you are Firepower. And now down to the first corner, let's have a look further back. Unforgiven and Neil still not altered anything yet. Back to the leaders. Breaking into turn 1. Pash a bit later on the brakes there, a bit more confidence on the brakes and definitely on the curbs as well, as he closes right up to the back of Twerdy in the more power baby in independent car. The independent car of Pash behind the Mazda of Nifty in 3rd place, and the Laser Tools car of Firepower in 4th. Remember, a lot of these guys are running weight free, and this one, the weight is quite a hurtful track. Is quite hurtful on this track, with it being uphill, up and downhill, and lots of acceleration zones as well. Not making the life easy for the weight runners. And Twerdy now under attack from Pash. Pash looking to the inside now, which is to be outside for the hairpin. I mean, your weight runners are Neil, Bidster, Pash has actually got weight on as well, so Pash doing very well with the weight on his car. He's got 60 kilos on his car, and he's making it look like it's not got any on, as he's straight to the inside line of Twerdy, but Twerdy holds on with the momentum, and Nifty now in the Mazda goes into 2nd place. One little mistake, and Nifty goes through. Nifty now, it's his turn to try and challenge Twerdy for the lead. Penultimate lap through the chicane. Twerdy almost has a moment on the inside curb there. Just a little twitch from the car, and you don't want to have too big of a twitch, otherwise you'll end up going round. But Twerdy trying to hold on. Nifty to the inside, dives to the inside to the lead of the race, but will he hold on? Will he go wide on the exit? Yes-ish. Twerdy gives him a push, says no, I'd rather help you out than let Pash past. So Twerdy definitely choosing his side there, and chose the car with the best momentum, and that was Nifty. So Pash tucks in. Firepower could be in prime place here. Let's not forget Firepower in 4th. Something goes wrong up front, he's in there. into the last lap of the race. Turn 1, Twirdy dives to the inside line, then goes for the lead of the race and gets it. Little tap to Nifty on the way past, but nothing that won't do any harm. As we go into the Degner bit for the last time. Can anyone get close to overtake one another? Pash having a little think about Nifty there, having a think about it, but that's not going to help his run up the hill now. He's sacrificed his run for having a sniff up the inside. Firepower still holding on in 4th, not doing too bad here. Into this sort of uphill complex section. Twirdy runs wide, and Nifty could get a chance here. And Pash has got a good chance as well, win the draft. Looks like that going wide hasn't really put Twirdy off his stride here. Down to the hairpin we go. Last time down to the hairpin. Will anyone go for the move? I think Pash will. Yes, he's going to go down the inside. And over the curb. Can't quite do it. Nifty then still focused on Twirdy. Not really caring what Pash is doing behind. Just absolutely wanting to attack Twirdy. Firepower now putting some pressure on Pash as well. Saying, hello, I am still here. I'm ready to receive presents. As none of them want to give him a present. So now down to the last corner. It's going to be a last corner battle, and then the drag up to the line. Nifty, will he go for the lead? He's going to have to go down the inside. He's going to have to try. Twirdy to the outside line. Oh, little tap to Twirdy on the way past. And Pash is going to go through now and take 2nd place. Will Nifty win the race? I think he might do. Up over the line we go. Nifty's going to take the win here. Nifty from Pash, and then it's just Twirdy from Firepower. Woo Woo holds on to 5th from Scott in 6th. With Unforgiven holding on to 7th, Neil 8th, TY in 9th place, Bidster in 10th after the spin that we saw earlier. Stealth is going to be 11th, and Will has gone down to 12th place with a spin. I think the lap 5 or 2:11, so not good for Will. Something happened. I would imagine it was the chicane of death, but Will down in 12th place then. So guys, we will now go and get the results of the race in and some of the replays as well. So guys, after that brilliant race, let's look back at some of the replays and the bits I might have missed. And now here's the first of the replays in, so we're on board with Bidster on lap 1. Let's see what went wrong for him to spin in front of the pack. So he's behind the pack at the minute, so I think he might go down the inside here. I think he's going to go down the inside, and then we brake. And see, he goes down the inside, and then I think he meant to take 1 car, but he broke too late. Ended up passing TY. TY had enough awareness to look in his mirror at the last minute to avoid more contact, but to Bidster, I think he was only intending to pass the 1 car, but just braked too late, and then the others ended up having to avoid him. Here's another quick look at that now from on board with Pash to watch Bidster goes to the inside brakes, and yeah, he only meant to pass Stealth, but then unfortunately braked too late. TY gets involved, little tap as well, and nothing that everyone else could do, and Pash just goes round the outside of everyone. Thank you very much, Bids, and then up to 7th he goes. And now while we were focusing on the battles up front, this is what was happening further back on lap 2, so going down to the left-hander. TY goes around the outside here, you can see there. Watch, he goes wide, hits the curb. He's now having a massive tank stop a moment, out of control, slides the car, and then Neil doesn't see that Bidster's on his outside and sends Bidster through the kitty litter, and then TY's lost momentum. We're all together, we're almost 3 or 4 wide down now towards the hairpin, and then TY's on the extreme inside, and then Neil goes for the inside of Stealth. Unforgiven goes to the outside. I almost give away his real name there. And Unforgiven goes around the outside, and my word, that was some intense battling there. Now here's another replay of something that happened on lap 2. Watch Stealth, he goes into the corner, slides, and Bidster just gives a little tap to TY, which was enough to hit Stealth as he was really close to Stealth. TY waits, and then Stealth gets going, and so does Bids. And now here's a replay of something strange that happened to TY on lap 3. So we're going down to the last corner, watch this. Brakes, and then the car just doesn't turn, he locks up completely. That's the downside of not running the ABS. And TY locks straight up into the last corner, and Stealth and Bids are there to try and pick up some places. And then we see Stealth goes one way, Bids backs off and lets Stealth have a go. And now here's the replay of what happened to Will for him to lose his 7th place into the chicane, and it hits the inside wall, bounces off the other one, and round we go. Unforgiven and Neil just missing Will there, and TY goes through, and then Will reversing toward the traffic as the traffic's coming through, and luckily his car stays ghosted, but Will then down in 12th. And now here's a replay on board with Woo Woo for the incident on lap 6, which is about to start now, of what happened between him and Scott. So you see there, Scott's behind, and we're going down to the corner. See Scott's on the inside line. Woo Woo trying to squeeze him across, but Scott's already there. And then breaking into the corner, Zoran comes to the outside. There's contact which leads to them hitting Scott, and then Woo Woo tries to move out of the way to sort of wait for Scott, but then he almost hits Firepower and wipes him out almost. So, but then he does let Scott resume. But yeah, it just got a bit messy there. And now here's a replay of Woo Woo and Scott on the last corner, last lap. So remember these guys got into a battle before, and Scott tries the inside. Woo Woo goes wide on the way out. There were no contact there, but then both cars go off onto the grass to rejoin the circuit and then come across the line for 5th and 6th. And now here's the last replay on board with TY. Watch this, we go out the corner, and he gets a good run on Neil, but then hits the grass and almost loses control of the car, and just has to gather it up, and almost ends up in the pit lane, and luckily Bids is further back, so TY holds on to 9th, but that was very close to a spin. So as we come back from the replays now, let's go and look at the results of the first race at Dragon Trail Seaside. And Nifty wins. Well done to Nifty. 1/10 of a second ahead of Pash in second. Twerdy's third, only half a second between those lot. And then Firepower just behind in 4th. With Woo Woo in 5th place. Scott finishes 6th with Unforgiven 7th. Neil Farmack down in 8th place with TY down in 9th and Bids doing 10th. Then we've got Stealth in 11th and Will at the back in 12th. Fastest lap to Woo Woo on a 1:50.9. So as we come back from that then, guys, your winner is Nifty in that pack of 4 cars that was together for the majority of the last half of the race. Well done to Nifty.Ninja there in the Mazda. A fantastic win for him, and everyone else around him. A fantastic battle between the top 4 and others that were involved as well. So guys, we will see you guys next time for race 4, which will be the next one here at Dragon Trail Seaside. So until then, take care. Thank you for watching an absolutely brilliant race there from Dragon Trail Seaside, and now we've got another one. So race 4 on the way next from Dragon Trail. We hope to see you all then, guys, and don't forget to like and subscribe, guys, if you enjoyed, and we'll see you next time. Bye guys.